A Parisian Christmas is helping Santa with special savings on children's coats, now 1/3 off. It's the merriest selection from Parisian's regular stock. Corduroys, wools, and shorts for longs, dressy or casual, from tots to teens. Thousands of children's coats, and they're on sale at 1/3 off. That's the kind of savings that makes Santa go ho, ho, ho.
We wrap the smile with every gift from Parisian.
Laser beam, prepare for flight. Course heading northeast.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Columbia, South Carolina. Yes. Alright guys, as you see, we are at the demolition of the Richland Mall, of course, in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, this is filmed on the 17th of November, 2024, as the mall reaches its final days of demolition. So we have a little bit of the areas still left, but I would put a number on this of about the mall being maybe 75% demolished and carted away at this point. We're going to spend about 10 minutes here with the drone going around and viewing everything. We're going to actually get pretty close this time, and also shout out, I think Free For All did a really good video. They had somebody that really knows how to do drone work, and they actually went into the previous month or two of demolition and went into all of the demolished areas. It was crazy. Whoever was working that drone was obviously a professional, and also the drone probably had sensors on it. Now, I do not want to risk that with my drone, even though I really didn't spend a lot of money on it, but still I don't want to risk losing it here in the mall and other places. But what I did is zoomed in at a few points here, and you see this is at a 4x zoom. Now, we are using a DJI Mini 3, and that is just below where the they start to have sensors on the drones. So a little bit more money. I would have gotten some sensors for objects, but it really wasn't worth it. And I think the shots came out really good here, and I definitely hope you like them. You might actually be able to call out some of the stores here. I mean, this actually doesn't even look real looking at it on video, and I'm actually doing a live stream right now as I am cutting this audio. So as we go back to 1x on the camera, I mean, it's crazy. It's just so awesome to see this, that progress is happening at this site, but it also is very sad at the same time. And again, for those of you that have been to my channel multiple times and have seen my videos on Richland Mall, I actually never got to go inside of the mall other than Barnes & Noble and, of course, the top of the mall. It was actually one of my first Dead Mall videos, driving around the parking area. Now, we're going to go off to the right side here, and we're also going to go up and over to the back of the mall where the residential homes are, and we're going to take a look at the glass that used to be, I guess maybe that was where the food court was back in the day, and then I think the Verizon call center took over at that point. But what's really cool here, we're only flying at about 25 feet up, I remember, as I was watching on screen here for the drone. So we definitely got some really, really good views, some really, really good views of the mall. So let's go ahead and watch here. See if we spot anything kind of cool. Obviously nothing but rubble, a lot of steel, a lot of concrete. This place was definitely built like Fort Knox. Not that I know how Fort Knox was built, but very cool that we're coming down to the final days of this mall. And definitely moving forward here. I'm just looking at the shots here as I'm going around with you guys at the same time here. And now that whole big rubble pile over there, that is where Parisian was back in the day. And then of course you start to see the parking deck, and right about there in the center of the screen, that is where the Belk was. There used to be walkways from the parking deck over to Belk, and they must have done a really good job slicing away at where the Belk was. And there's where Barnes and Noble was back in the day. They have really cleared this area and done a very good job. Now, one thing that did happen here, I'm not sure if I put it in a previous video, but there was actually a fire on the site here maybe about 2 months ago. Some of the tar paper or tar rubber that was used to create the membrane to keep the roof from leaking down into the mall, which of course didn't work that well, that actually caught fire. I think during the demolition they were using some cutting saws, and some temperatures were unfortunately reached when they were cutting through, and they wound up sparking a fire accidentally, and the fire department had to come. So Richland Mall is definitely, or was not, going out without a fight. Now you see that entryway off to the right side from the parking deck. I actually think that's where Crazy got in from Crazy Adventures and Reviews. So shout out Crazy. If you guys want, definitely go check out his channel. He did a few good videos here at Richland. One of them in particular, he actually got into the building and was able to get some shots of what looked like the vestibule area for Verizon and some of the cubicles. But really beautiful, beautiful glass there. But it's really sad that, you know, that whole atrium area, or whatever we want to call it, actually just looks out onto a few trees, and then it's a residential area back there. Now the drone, we got a little jittery with the drone here because I was kind of concerned as we were a little bit lower than normal getting close to the trees, and I was actually at the front of the building where Barnes and Noble used to be, so I actually wasn't, and see how close we got there. I was like, uh-oh, I saw that on the screen. I'm like, oh, we got to get up a little bit. And so I really didn't know where the drone was at. I kind of had line of sight, but the drone is so small that I really could not see it perfectly. I knew where it was, at least on the map, and I could see it in line, but I mean, it's a very tiny dot. So huge HVAC units for the mall. And I wonder if they're going to wind up trying to rip those down before they start to take the floors out from under them. But just look at that parking deck. Now, the other thing, as you notice, all of the little areas that used to be glass enclosures where you would take the stairway down from the parking deck to the mall, they're all gone. So that was last time we were here. There were still maybe 3 or 4 of them. And yeah, I think my last video on Richland was maybe about 2 months ago. So this might actually be my last video from Richland. I'm not sure if I'm going to get back up to Columbia before the end of the year, and I have a feeling that the rest of the building is probably going to be gone by the end of the year. So probably about Christmas time, I bet you it'll be gone. Now again, this property is going to become a mixed-use space, so that is very, very exciting. It looks like they are keeping the parking deck, so I think they are going to have condos and apartments here, and then they're also going to have some office space and retail, so that is very, very good news, and really excited about it. And also, guys, I do have a video coming up. We were able to spend some time at Columbia Place Mall, and actually we made a new friend at the mall. One of the tenants of the mall, very, very nice gentleman that I met. He was able to share a lot of great information, and actually I'm going to be going and spending some more time with him and learning more about the mall and his business, and I'll be posting a video sometime very soon. Also, we do have some really amazing shots of the Stadium Cinemas at Columbia Place Mall that will be coming up. You guys are going to be very amazed. I hit a definite great opportunity, and I was able to get some really nice shots of the entrance of the Stadium Cinemas. The fire department was actually there as I pulled up onto the cinema, and I was able to go in and get some shots real quick. I did not go into the movie theater area, but just the entrance where the popcorn and the snacks were. So it was really great to see that, and thank you to the fire department also for being really cool. So guys, as we start to end the video, just really glad to bring you this update from Richland Mall. I hope you guys had great memories of this mall, and definitely please share them in the comments. And we are going to go ahead and bring Laserbeak down, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Return.